Hello, I'm Michael Palin. Every year there are around 200,000 children in the UK living with the pain and trauma of having a parent in prison. That's more than double the number of children who are affected by divorce. The imprisonment of a parent can have a devastating impact on a child. It is a sentence they live with every day. When they get up in the morning, when they go to school, when they speak to their friends. It can affect every aspect of their lives, leaving them feeling isolated and alone, with no one to talk to and nowhere to turn. The film you're about to watch tells the story of Kyra, a girl who thought her stepdad was working away as a bus driver, but found that he was actually in prison. This is Kyra's story.
Mum said that he was doing a job as a bus worker, so we had to go somewhere far. And then she told me a few days before we went. I felt scared and happy. The night before, Mum was rushing us about to get ready because we had to leave really early. I was annoyed and confused. I had nobody to talk to about how I was feeling. I didn't even know why he was in prison. The day came, I was still annoyed and confused, but excited to go and see my stepdad. It was the first time I had been to a prison before. I was scared and worried. I still had lots of questions. I looked at Mum and she she looked upset. The prison was a long way away. We had to get a train. When we got there, I felt like everybody was looking at me. Mum said that we had to get searched by dogs. I was scared that they would bite me. When I was searched, it made me feel like a prisoner. I didn't like it. I was glad when it was all over. There was lots of people and children. I thought to myself that all the kids didn't have a dad at home either. That made me feel like I wasn't the only one. When I saw my stepdad, I was so happy. We got to go and visit him quite often and our relationship somehow grew stronger. I knew that he loved me, and even though he is in prison, that he is still there for me. He's not going to be in prison forever, and I can still see him, speak to him, and know that he's well. Things changed again. My stepdad had to move prison far away. Now we hardly see him. I feel angry and sad. I have my youth worker from PACT. I can talk to her about anything or how I'm feeling. It helps me in general at school and in my relationship, especially with my mum. Having my youth worker means I can tell her things so that they don't build up and blow up inside me.
In the past year, PACT has helped more than 12,000 children to visit a family member in prison. Their family workers are on hand to support young people who are visiting their mum or dad in prison, helping them to feel less afraid and to enjoy the short amount of time they get to spend with their parent during a visit. PACT believes that these children should have a safe space to talk about how they feel, what they think, and have their voices heard. PACT believes that all children deserve the chance of a bright future, that just because you have a mum, a dad, a brother or sister in prison doesn't mean that you won't feel your potential. That's what PACT believes. That's what I believe. If that's what you believe, please support PACT so that they can continue to provide these vital services to help young people like Kyra. Thank you.